Doing a little bit of playing around here to see what I can cut for fun. These are 3 1/2-inch boards. We've got poplar, oak, and pine. And I ran at 20 milliamps, which is 90% for me, at 10 millimeters per second, all the way down to 4. Just took a rough swag at what it would take. And so I cut a circle and a square, and I engraved the speeds. So I did the same in all pieces. Well, you can tell on the oak that for sure 5 was enough because it fell through. My air assist was at 30 psi on my little bitty air compressor over there. So let's see. Unfortunately, my nail bed is tight knit enough that not everything's going to fall. But let's go ahead and pick this up slowly. This is the pine. Ooh, a lot of movement there on 5. Yep, 5 fell out. Let's turn it over. Oh, cow, we almost got through it. Almost all the way through at 10. Yeah, so pine 1/2-inch is not a problem at, I'd give it 8. About 8 millimeters a second at 20 milliamps. So easily done. Look at even on the slower speeds, you can still see some pine in there. So with the air assist, you get more of a golden cut. I'm going to gently set that down so I don't lose all of the bits because, well, they look fun. Here, I'll set it down over here. Okay. Oh, there, more of them fell out. All right, now let's take a look at what oak did. Like I said, clearly 5 was enough. Oop, and 5 was enough for the poplar. All right. On oak, excuse me, it is damn near the same as pine. I'd back off and say that maybe, well, let's see, 5, I don't know, 6 looks like it could have been fairly reliable, so maybe 6 millimeters a second. Got a lot of catch marks there on the square at 7. And then 8, there's clearly some full marks. And then 9 and 10, obviously don't make it through. You'd have to smack them to get them to go through. All right, well, that's oak. And these test boards brought to you today by Lowe's. Let's check out poplar. We're losing. Oh, there we go. All right, well, poplar did a lot more like pine. It's a softer wood. I'd say damn near 8 got it all the way, with the exception of maybe the little edge part of the circle. That's where you do that cut through setting so it dwells just a little bit. But otherwise, there might have been a little catch right there at the grain, but that's probably the cut through as well. If you had the cut through on, those little corners wouldn't do that. But definitely 6. I think 6 probably fell through. Let's take a look over here. And all right, if I were to give that a quick push, oh yeah, 6 pops right out. 7 popped right out. Just a little bit of a catch. Let's try 8. 8 popped right out. 9 is not, ouch, going. Okay, well, 8. 8 was good. Let's see if that's the same in the square. Yeah, 8 pops out on the square. Everything else slides out, obviously slower than that, with the exception of the 6. The 6, oh, it's hitting another one. That's not fair. And then the 9 is, there, it got out. Oh, and hey, take a look at this. I did the 10 over the edge so that you can see, yeah, it's getting all the way through, just not consistent penetration. That was hard to say. All right, let's look at the oak. Whoa, let's look at the oak. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared with a head-mounted GoPro here, but the 6 and the oak, is actually quite hung up on a corner. The circle also hung up. The 5 and the 4 do come out. They're very loose. But I'm not getting the 7. Oh, I got the 6. So I'm gonna get the 7 by pushing. Nope. Yeah, that's more work than I want to put into it. I suppose if I were to tap that with a screwdriver. Nope, it's not just a quick tap out. Got a whole bunch of little squares, and then on the pine, 7 comes out, 8 comes out, 9 is rough. It's hung up on one corner. 8, yeah. 7 is out. I just got it twisted sideways. 6 is out. So yeah, looks like. Oh, here we go. You can see the inconsistencies of the marks there. Although, holy crap, man. Oh, I guess that's just coming in on the edge. I was gonna say my etching was almost a little deep, but well, there you go. That's 1/2 inch wood. Clearly, I'm gonna have to see if I can find me some thicker wood to play with and see if I can push it. Because right now, I don't even know if my mirrors are perfectly aligned, because while etching, I did stop at mid-run, and of course it loses where it's at, and it had a little bit of a head crash. So now my gantry goes a little bit farther this way because it hit that end stop hard. So I'm wondering how aligned I am. I could be perfectly aligned. I did use a temperature probe and follow the tip of my nozzle, and it wasn't heating up past room temperature. So I don't think I'm hitting it, but you know, it still may not be straight.